What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, bad news starting off with our 2008 Lexus ES350 that we purchased to put on the Get Around platform and rent it out. Whenever we took it to get 2 new tires and an alignment, we found that the alignment could not be done because the suspension was so worn and broken up it wouldn't line in spec. So now we get to replace it with all these parts behind us. But first, let me introduce you to somebody. This is Michael. This is actually our newest employee for our fleet. He's going to be helping us do the day-to-day operations, checking in and checking out vehicles, and occasionally helping me in the garage, getting some of these vehicles that are down and back on the platform, making some money. Now, Michael's already been training in progress for the past year or so. He's been watching our vehicles whenever we go out of town. We always mention we have an employee or some friends that help us. Well, Michael is that employee and friend. We paid him handsomely during those times, and he even watches Nico occasionally whenever we're out of town and we can't bring him with us. But today we get to work on this car and get it back running on the fleet because honestly, it's not making money if it's sitting in our garage. So the vehicle needs 2 new struts, which I bought these complete strut assemblies. That way we can just slap them on the car. We have 2 lower control arms. We have an engine air filter, and we also have 2 sway bar end links that we're gonna put on either side. But at least we can get started with this stuff. And with that side done, we can get started on this one. Well, let's just go ahead and fast forward. Bam, all the suspension has been taken care of, lower control arms, sway bar end links, new strut, we're ready to rock. Now let's finish up the rest of the stuff. Last thing to do to get ready for its get around inspection is to replace these headlights that are really crusty and old, can't see anything out of them, do the oil change, engine air filter, and oil filter, and we're ready to rock. Michael's gonna work on the oil change, I'm gonna do the headlights.
So HP was in the middle of not only fixing our Lexus, but also recording a video about how he was fixing it, and then all of a sudden, he forgot he was recording the video.
So I made a ton of progress on this Lexus, but I didn't capture any of it on video. Sorry, sometimes I'm a one-track mind and this thing just needed my full attention. Let me tell you what I did. Starting off is gonna be the biggest difference maker. It's gonna be these brand new headlights. The old ones were peeling, cracked, faded, yellowing for some reason. And we have brand new headlights with bulbs in them and they look amazing on the car. In addition to 2 new tires in the rear, we also did a ton of work in the front suspension because the front suspension wore out those tires severely and just had a lot of old suspension components that were never gonna line out. The front suspension includes brand new sway bar end links, brand new lower control arms, and brand new struts, so it drives like a dream, like a true Lexus would.
Honestly, the car is much better than it was a few weeks ago. I drove this the other day and it not only drove better, but those headlights, they make a huge difference for the appearance of the car. It really does, I feel like, make the car seem 2 to 3 years younger.
No, absolutely. Now on the inside, there wasn't a whole lot to do in this vehicle. Everything's really functioning except for one specific detail. The heated seats on the passenger side weren't working whenever you activated the switch. I took apart the switch and found somebody spilled some milkshake in there a long time ago. I took everything apart, no idea what I was doing, cleaned it out, put it back together, and presto, now it's working again.
Now once HP got all of the mechanical stuff done on the car, we were able to get the Get Around tracker installed on the car. So we had to drive all the way to Mesquite, Texas to get it installed.
Car toys, a better way to go. And then it sat there for a week because we had a lot going on here, and to drive all the way 45 minutes just to pick up a vehicle and drive 45 minutes to bring it back wasn't in our schedule. So yeah, now we have it back.
Ooh, magic.
Magic.
Luxury. And now all that there's really left to do is to clean it. The interior isn't bad, but it definitely is in need of a pretty deep clean.
And honestly, the exterior is actually worse than the interior. It's been pooped on, it's been pollened on. We've had a lot of wind blowing through Texas recently, so it looks pretty bad. We have to make this thing look nice, shiny, and sparkling clean, so when we take these get-around photos, it looks primo. And this is a change-up, because a luxury car deserves a better car wash. We take it to the professionals. Hey, what's going on, man?
Full service or the mini detail?
Mini detail, please.
Yeah, you want wax, leather conditioning, anything else?
Is that included?
No, that takes.
No, thank you. It looks amazing in here. Wow. And it looks incredible. I'm excited to take these photos, and truthfully, there's nothing better than driving your luxury Lexus while it's clean. This is my snooty face. So I just thought to myself, where would I want to take a Lexus? Where does a Lexus really fit into? And I think this is the answer. Law offices.
So now that HP has the photos taken, I'm just going to update the get around listing for the Lexus with the new photos, and then I'm going to opt this car in for drive with Uber, which in my experience with the Hyundai Elantra GT can make a big difference as far as utilization goes. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I am a little bit leery about this Lexus on Get Around because whenever we bought this car to put on the Get Around platform, our Hyundai Elantra GT was absolutely killing it on Get Around. It had been consistently doing anywhere between $1,200 to $2,500 per month, which is insane for an older cash car. The car had been on an extended 2.5 month long rental, and even before that rental, it was performing extremely well. But ever since it has been returned from that long rental back in March, it has not gone out on a single booking.
3 weeks without a single booking.
So I've actually begun to get a bit of cold feet whenever it comes to Get Around, and I've even suggested to HP that we should take the Hyundai off of Get Around and put it on Turo. Well, it will make more money.
No, it's too soon. Just give it some time.
3 weeks without a single rental. That is insane.
Could be 4 weeks.
I hope it's not 4 weeks.
Could be 5 weeks.
It could be. So because of how poorly the Hyundai Elantra GT's been doing, I have been a little bit worried about how the Lexus will perform, but I guess if worse comes to worse, we can always sell it.
We'll see. I'll be skeptical, I'm hopeful, but we'll keep you guys updated. As always, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode.